The supermoon, the night when the full moon falls at the moment of the moon's closest approach to the Earth, happens several times a year and usually passes without any excesses, but once the light of the moon during the supermoon turned everyone under it into wolves. With the first rays of the sun metamorphosis ended, but this phenomenon will happen again, and scientists together with the military are doing everything they can to prepare for it. Among other things, they have developed a drug that applies to the skin and blocks the moonlight. But what in theory should have worked, in reality gives a misfire, and the next night of the supermoon turns into a bloody mess. It is clear that the name and reputation movie studios earn with expensive blockbusters that make 10-digit sums at the box office and are accompanied by such an advertising campaign that their release is known even to those who do not watch movies at all. But the main earnings in the movie business are made not with these movies, but with medium-budget genre franchises, which collect 10 times less, but cost 20 times less and are much more mobile and flexible in terms of production. In time that James Cameron will take to make another Avatar, several movies of some franchise will be out, and it is not clear which of these projects will eventually bring their producers more money. You don't need to go far for examples. Horror franchise Saw started with a movie made for $1 million, Insidious cost $1.5 million, the first The Purge cost its authors only $3 million, and in the Paranormal Activity it was spent more on a promotional campaign than on the actual production of the movie. Of course, one such successful project comes out of 100, or even 1,000 misfires, that fail to attract the attention of viewers, but this is business. The main thing here is not to give up and keep looking for your own hit, which will bring you millions and provide a trouble-free old age with numerous sequels. Werewolves look like it was created by artificial intelligence, trying to find a universal recipe for a genre hit. Here you have a high-quality visuals, not bad makeup and CGI, smart casting, and a very functional script, which starts the action from the get-go, smearing the exposition, which brings a frantic dynamics to what is happening. It would seem that everything is in its place here. You can't see only one thing, the meaning, or rather the thought, that could justify why we are watching all this mishmash on the screen, what we are following. Is this story about family? About friendship? About duty? About the will for life? Or is this a movie that tells us that man will always remain the crown of creation? It looks as if the authors do not dare to make a choice, to sharpen the plot, to direct it somewhere. As a result, the movie indiscriminately fires in all directions, and the global dramaturgy is replaced by a string of competently staged, but quite empty action scenes, which without a powerful internal core quickly begin to tire viewer off. Director Stephen Miller, who directed the movie, has been in cinema business for 20 years, and almost all these years he has been dealing with thrillers, action movies and horror films of B grade. You can see that he knows his craft, but this is a case when craft alone is not enough. There is a lack of what can be called God's spark, something from above, that would revitalize this soulless golem made of The Purge, Underworld, and Resident Evil, and give it its own way to life.